Okay, everyone, so now we're going to begin making these coasters using tissue paper. And usually I find the tissue paper that works best is one that has print like through the whole thing. It's just so much easier, especially to be doing it on a coaster. So very few ingredients and supplies you need. I'm using a 4-inch tile, but it doesn't matter the size of the tile. I do find having it square versus rounded makes it a whole lot easier to do. I use Mod Podge. It's just a matte finish to it. You'll need water. You need a brush to put your Mod Podge on. And you need a Ziploc bag. I just cut it like in half, so it's just one single ply versus the whole bag. And that's pretty much all you'll need to get it done. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take, this was a big piece of tissue paper. I'm just going to cut out a section of it. So just one of the squares of it. Some of them are 2-ply, some of them are 3-ply. This happens to be a 2-ply tissue paper. You're not going to use the whole tissue paper. You do need to take out one of the layers. So you just want to have that colored background or top layer. So a lot of times I can take it with a little bit of glue just to kind of tap it to pick up that one layer. And there you go. You'll just pick that one layer up. There you go. And you're just going to peel it back. If it's a 3-ply, you want to have 2 of these white sheets to come off. So we'll just do that really quick. Your tile, the only thing you're going to prep for your tile is that you want to clean it really well. I usually like to use a nice alcohol and just spray it on there and wipe it off to get any kind of grease and smudge marks off of there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our plastic bag, Ziploc bag, and you're going to take your napkin and you want to put the print side facing the plastic bag. So the back side of it is what you're going to be facing. And that you're going to spray with water. So we're just going to lightly spray it. And the way you can tell if you don't have enough water is it's not stretching. So what you're going to do is you're just very going to easily stretch. And this project works really good if you want to do it with kids because it really doesn't have anything bad that you have to worry about. There's no heating elements. There's nothing like that. So you're just going to slightly stretch it all out, kind of thing, as best as you can. We'll come back to that in a second. So now you're going to take your tile and you're going to put the Mod Podge on there. So I'm going to take it, dip it in there, and we're just going to cover the whole thing. I like to do the sides because then we can wrap the napkin all the way around. So we're just going to do all around the sides like so, because you're going to apply this wet, the napkin on there wet. So we'll just make sure when we do this, there's no anything on there that would make a bump in there because it's going to go really nice and straight. So therefore we have it all nice and even like so. So now I'll just cover this so we don't want to dry it out. Now we're going to take that tissue paper that we have. It should be really wet. If you want to double check, just give it a couple of other squirts of it really lightly just to make sure. You're going to press it out and then we're going to take it and we're just going to put it on our disc. And you're going to take it because you can apply a little bit more pressure because you have the plastic protecting you. You can really just kind of like push it out. I take sometimes a squeegee because I'm not worried about it too much because I have the plastic to protect it. And we're just going to go over like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this and just peel back the plastic off of there. We'll just set that aside. And I like to just kind of like push it against the sides over here. There we go. And you just want to double check, but usually you can just kind of like, it'll dry. You just kind of very lightly, and see how quick it is? And there you go. And that is all there is to it. Now we're going to come back because we do have to let this dry before we put a final coating and tear out the rest of it. So when this dries, we'll come back and I'll show you what to do the next step. But if you're doing a bunch of coasters, do them all to this phase and then you can do the next step to all of them at the same time. But usually it should take about a half hour to dry and then you can move on to the next step. So we'll see you then. Okay, we're back again now, and this is all dry. I don't know if you can really see how well this does, but there is like no bumps, lumps, wrinkles, anything. It's like really, really good. So now we want to seal it because, of course, it's just paper on top, so you want to make sure that it's sealed well. So first thing I'll do is I'll put another coat of Mod Podge on there. So we're just going to put it on all around. Just kind of seal it. Like I said, this is a really good, fun thing to do with, kids, because there's really nothing in here that is harmful or dangerous for them to touch. So it works out really, really well. And we'll just seal this all up. And you just want to use a light touch. You can do more than one coat. I'll probably come back and do more of acrylic sealer, but you can definitely do a lot more coats of the Mod Podge just to make sure that it's well protected. And that is basically it. Once you get that done, like I said, one or two more coats, and it makes really, really a fun craft, plus a nice decoration or useful coaster in your home, or makes a great gift. Just do four of these. Usually a napkin like this that I'm using had four parts. They're divided into four, so you only need a quarter of it, so you can easily make four. I get my tile, you can get it at any hardware store or big box store like a Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, or you can even order online. But I always find it works really easy to have them be square to really cut nice little edges. And then you just put a cork background, but I'll show you what the finished product looks like once everything is all dry. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're back again, and here is one that is all dry, as you can see. And so I put that one coat of Mod Podge on there, but like I said, you can put a couple of coats. It really does protect it. You can even use a spray varnish, which will make it even easier, and it's just really quickly to do some light coats. You want to do light coats, not really heavy coats, to make sure it really dries in between. But you can see how fast this was to do other than drying time, and you can do something else while it's drying. So now all I'm going to do is put a backer on there. I have my cork. I just like to place it on something soft. I'm just going to peel the backer right here and put it on the back. And I like to use a roller, but if you have a lot of pressure, you can really do that. And there you go. And here is a really, really nice coaster. Looks really nice and professional, finished background, backing, excuse me. And it makes such a wonderful, wonderful gift, and so, so easy to do. So make some. It'd be a great gift, especially with any holidays that are coming up. And let me know how you all do. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you at our next adventure in crafting.